Okay, we're live.
Yo, what's going on?
We're at Sonic, or nearby Sonic, sitting outside. It's really hot out, even though it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
So what's up, Zach? We haven't done this in
Not much.
quite a while.
I wanna talk about YouTube updates.
Oh, jumping right in. Okay.
YouTube. Whenever YouTube has like a public update announcement, right? It's always bad. Have you ever had like YouTube does something and they announce it and it's been like helpful?
No, it's always like the little stuff that they do in the background.
But they do these really cool changes and they just say nothing. And you don't even know that it happened. Like the whole content ID thing being changed, where now like you can easily dispute things and they don't take all your ad revenue for you for months. You know, that changed just like with no like fanfare. It just suddenly became
actually affected us now.
It actually became like an effective system.
Yeah.
Almost just like
the
overnight.
YouTube copyright system is still disgusting.
It's still bad, but the appeal process is now a lot better. Right?
Yeah.
Where you can like
That's
appeal
true.
things and it happens like pretty quickly. Yours was resolved in like a couple hours.
We had a copyright issue. If you haven't watched Supercon the movie yet, go check it out. It is my magnum opus. I think the Israel blog is a little bit more solid, but I think it's a close second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and go check it out. Supercon the movie too. You'll get some cameos from a lot of celebrities. Like we have Dana Snyder, Kai Hutchinson,
Puddles the Clown.
Vic McNaughton, Tara Strong,
Vic McCokebrick.
So if you want to see them in a movie together,
go
watch
Supercon
the movie. 2, Puddles Rises. Anyway, so what else is up? We've just been chilling.
We're sitting here by this cat.
This is not our friend Blake,
as you can see in
Blake
the
Belladonna.
As you can see in the video image, this cat is adorable.
Yeah,
and he or she is always at Sonic.
Even if she has a dick, it's she.
Yeah. Name's
but
Pepper. That's
it's Blake. Okay. Anyway, I know this podcast there's no way whatsoever this podcast will be up by next Saturday, but next Saturday we're going to be at Tate's, not at Comic-Con.
So in case the 3 of you who watch this happen to live nearby Tate's, come
it's
down.
in Lauderhill, Florida. Go check it out. It's going to be fun. It's from 12 to 4 Saturday. Looking forward to it. Going to be some fun. I remember the last time we went was when I first watched day after I first watched Ruby, Volume 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that last year?
I know what happened was Volume 2 was premiering that night, and I'm like, they're having Season 2 of the show is premiering, and people are getting really hyped.
Wait, was this 2 years ago or last year?
No, it's 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So people were getting really hyped. Like they're like, oh, Volume 2, like Season 2 of a show that everyone liked is premiering. Why don't I just watch all of Season 1 in one sitting so I can watch the Season 2 premiere as it comes out?
Season 1's really short.
So I watched Season 1 in one sitting, and then immediately, no break, watched Season 2 at premiere. Now, little do I know that Ruby would become like my favorite thing ever, other than Girl and Gone, but
because it's wonderful.
Yeah. So
let's talk about how there's nothing to do past like if you leave the house at 6 to do something, you can pretty much do nothing in this town.
It's a Sunday also, so everything closes earlier.
Yeah.
It's Sunday night. Zach came over, and we had nothing to do. We went to Delray Marketplace. We walked around. We did not do anything.
Pokemon Go is down.
So we just kind of walked out. We got coffee. Well, I got iced tea. You got coffee. You got hot coffee in like 90-degree weather.
Because I'm smart.
Then we went to... Did we go straight to Walmart after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Did we? We went to Walmart, Barnes & Noble. Bought nothing at either of these places. And
no, we bought chocolate.
Yeah, but then we went to here, and we're here now. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Probably gonna go home, watch some stuff. I don't know. After this,
we're gonna hang our guitar on our necks. We're gonna play our Stratton. We're gonna beat up the kid with the Telecaster.
Wise words from
Essig
Clapton, who's really famous for being good at guitar.
He's famous for being really good at the guitar.
You have not listened to the song Dapper Rock. It's one of the best songs of the year, if not the best song of the year so far, because I don't listen to modern music other than the stuff that Zach shows me, so
that's
best
true.
Song of the year.
So what else happened between now and the last one?
I started a couple of shows.
Oh yeah? Which ones?
They're really good. I don't know if that's our food. No, it's not.
I
started a show. I don't know the whole show. I know the first word is Amama. Maama. I don't know the rest of the song. I think your shake's coming out.
Amama.
You got a small vanilla shake?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You welcome. You need anything else?
No, this is good. Thank you.
Did you order too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So, back to what I was saying. I started show. I know the first one is Mama, and I just watched I've seen 2 episodes now. I watched the first episode, and I teared up twice. I didn't fully cry, but I teared up. It is so good. The second episode is still also really good. So obviously it's not mind blowing like the first episode because it's not the first episode. But
I don't want you to spoil anything. Cause
I'm not going to say at all what it's about, but it's really touching. It's very, very touching. So definitely check it out. Best show of the season so far. I started a show that started last season, but it's a 25 episode show. So it started last season, but it's continuing into this season. I watched the first 3 episodes of ReZero, which it's pretty much Steins Gate meets No Game No Life. If you liked either of those shows, you'll like ReZero. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. It's interesting.
It's like Steins Gate, but with guns.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So, I don't watch anime as it's airing because I don't like it.
I like it. Honestly, watching anime as it's airing is a little helpful to me because shows I will be not as motivated to watch are much easier to watch when they're once a week. But that's pretty much all the show I'm watching now. This season, I started a show called I think it's Amachu or something like that. I dropped it after 1 episode because it had really nice background visuals, but the character designs were hideous and it seemed really generic. So I just didn't want to watch it. The background visuals are nice. It takes place on a beach town, and I always like these nice ocean visuals. But
Beach City.
Yeah, that's about it. What about you?
Thanks for watching.
No, the podcast isn't over.
How'd you
There's
like
a
it
lot
so
more
far?
to talk about. So what else has happened? I mean, they did announce that Did we talk about how Volume 4 is going to be coming out? Ruby Volume 4 is going to be coming out about
October, right?
October 22nd.
Yes.
And I'm not going to confirm nor deny this, but there's a theory going around that I've just had this idea that I've gone around. Weekly episode podcasts for Volume 4.
I like that idea. I think we should do that.
I think we should do that. And we'll still do the normal podcast, but we'll also do weekly. There'll be a separate thing.
We're going to have to do that online, right? Since we're not
Yeah, because I'm going to be living in Washington, D.C.
I will be living in Boston.
Okay.
In Boston. So, relating to that, they also announced some really cool guests for Magic City, right?
So there's I come back to Florida on December 10th. No, December 10th is the last day of my program, and I need to be there for the closing ceremony. You cannot not be there. So if you're in the program, you have to be there on December 10th. So that's the Saturday of a 3-day Friday, Saturday, Sunday con, to which they so far have announced Aaron Zeck, who plays Blake in Ruby, and Kara, I don't remember her last name. Eberle. Kara Eberle, who plays Weiss in Ruby. And they announced Vic Mignogna too, again, which we already met, as you know. But
we already met Vic McCoke.
But it seems like they're building up to a Ruby reunion at Magic City Comic Con this year.
Reunion when it's still coming out?
Not a Ruby reunion, a Ruby a big Ruby panel with all the stars. It seems like I'm just waiting for them to announce Barbara and Lindsay. But I need to fly back that Saturday so I can go at least Sunday. You know what I mean? At least meet them. I'm just so worried it's not going to work out. My dad said it's probably not going to work out, so.
Well, you could probably make it for Sunday.
I'm hoping I can make it. No, but I don't know, depending on, let's say the closing program's at 6 o'clock Saturday night. Let's
take red eye flight and come in on Sunday morning and just go straight.
I could do that, but is my dad going to want to do that?
If I'm in town, we can swing by and pick you up from the airport if you fly in the morning.
I don't know. I really hope.
I mean, just for if we're just going Sunday passes are cheap. It's not like
I just, you know what I mean? I just really like. These are some of my people I would want to meet the most ever.
Yeah. So
I have to meet them.
We'll try our hardest to be there, but if we can't, not the end of the world. We'd like to end up at RTX one year.
So I haven't lost faith completely yet, but I'm starting to have a suspicion that they may have forgot my order. It's a suspicion. It's just a little. It's the starting of that suspicion.
I think
it's
just being slow.
Yeah. But speaking of slow, I went to a Starbucks last night. Oh my god, we were the only people there, and we were standing there for at least 10 minutes while the woman was just cleaning up stuff. It was ridiculous.
I love Starbucks, and by I love Starbucks, I mean I hate Starbucks.
Starbucks isn't bad. It's just there's so much better coffee. I think Dairy Queen's coffee is eons better than Starbucks' coffee.
I love Dairy Queen.
Thing.
I love Dairy Queen. By that I mean I love Dairy Queen.
Yeah, so Starbucks it's fine if that's only coffee you have. Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite, but Dunkin' Donuts is very hit or miss. Because I feel like Dunkin' Donuts, if you go to a good location, it's always going to be 10 out of 10 coffee. But if you go, it all depends on the person making your coffee at the specific location.
The FAU Dunkin' was
10 out of 10 almost all the time. There was one guy that kept on messing up, but
as long as you got there in the morning, when good employees were scheduled, for the morning rush, it was wonderful.
I was always part of the morning rush because I would get dropped off at
I'd always get there
7:30.
I'd always get there before the morning rush, and
should we talk about what we did at FAU?
No, I want to talk about my. This is probably the only store I've ever been a regular at, and so sometimes I walk in, pay for my drink, and have it ready before I was done paying.
You got a mini cheddar pepper and a small cranberry popping?
Yeah,
slush?
thanks.
There you go. I'm sorry about the wait.
No problem.
Alright, y'all have a nice day.
You too. Hell yeah, they did not forget my order. I have it right here. Let's try this cranberry popper slush.
Sonic taste test?
Very good. So what you're saying?
Oh no, that was the whole story. We can talk about what we did at FAU now.
Okay, so we went to FAU the other day for Pokemon hunting. Literally everyone on campus that was outside was Pokemon hunting.
Because it was 95 degrees out, no one was outside other than the people who were playing the game. What is it?
Jalapeno popper. There's two, so you can have one if you want.
No, thanks.
Okay. Oh, Pokemon. Oh.
Josh currently has half a jalapeno sticking out of his mouth. He's laughing so he can't eat it. Stuff just dropped out of his mouth onto the table because he was laughing too hard. He hasn't eaten any of the jalapeno, just part of the covering. He put it back in the bag.
But yeah, so everyone outside was playing Pokemon Go. I have a shot in the vlog.
And then I'm in the shot, and my Pokemon Go is not working.
And you go, it's broken, app. You look excited about it too.
Did I say that?
You're it's broken, app.
I get really delirious in the heat since I'm not used to it. So I don't remember half of the things that I say.
It's so hot. And there's so many animals outside at night. There's so many frogs, lizards.
I don't want to come back here ever.
I mean, I like it here, but it's just there's too much to prevent. I will not live here.
Living in South Florida is bad for my merchandise. It's too humid to safely store stuff, so I will not live here.
Do you think outside of Miami though, in South Florida, there's a big nerd culture really?
Outside of Miami?
Yeah.
Not really. Well, I don't think there's even one in Miami. I'm just convinced no one else in South Florida even has access to the internet. It's just we're so far off. We're the penis of America. And it's the chords are sort of fraying at the ends when it gets to us, and it's no one has good internet connection, so everyone's just out on the beach. It's my internet's so bad, I might as well just go to the beach.
Describe what's happening.
Play Jiraiya. Josh is laughing and he has cheese all over his face. And he put the jalapeno back in the bag again. Still not eaten. I smell, my nose is like burning because I smell jalapenos. Like very... What made you laugh? The imagery of people just going to the beach to avoid their problems. He's shushing me to be quiet because he's laughing too hard.
Oh my god.
What set you off? What about it?
Just like people be like, oh, my internet doesn't work, so I'm gonna go to the beach. No one goes to the beach here.
Everyone goes to the beach. I hate the beach. The beach sucks. There's fucking wildlife in the water. Just go to a pool.
Nice beaches are really nice, though.
But like, let's talk about beach culture. I hate going to the beach because it's either like go in the water and
no, but like
risk,
places like the Bahamas and Marco Island are like so nice to lie on the beach.
They're nice, but it's either like go in the water.
I really like tropical environments, but I hate generic beaches. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Remember how they asked me if I wanted ranch and I said no thanks?
Yeah.
There are 2 packets of ranch in my bag.
Legalize ranch. You should chug it. Alright, I got a rant about the beach. So, yeah, we live in Florida. It's a common thing to go to the beach. I hate sitting still and just burning in the sun and giving myself skin cancer.
Going to the beach in the winter is nice, though.
No, I don't like going to the beach ever because it's not fun unless you're with, like, friends.
If you go to the beach with friends, it's great. If you don't go to, like...
Even going with friends, what do you... You, like, risk going in the water and dying.
The goal, Zach.
Huh? I have not been on the vlog at the beach. Just by circumstance. Like...
Have you ever been to the beach with friends?
I don't think so, actually. I've been with, like, you. I don't think I've been with, like, our set of friends.
Well, I really like so I have a thing where I really like tropical environments. Like, Marco Island is one of my favorite vacation destination places. I really like that kind of, like, you know, like, tropical environment. I would love to go to Hawaii. I would go to Hawaii in a heartbeat. But, just, like, when my parents were like, oh, what's the difference between that and, like, our beaches? Our beaches are, like, just, like, blocks of sand, no niceness, no nothing. There's just a block of sand next to a water. It doesn't look nice. It doesn't look fun. It's just, like, it doesn't have the spirit of that tropical environment that I really like. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, I did go I went snorkeling in Aruba once, and I was scared out of my fucking mind.
I'll be scared out of my mind doing
that,
too.
But it was awesome, and, you know, I'd do it again. I just got, like, I saw, like, a sea urchin, and I was like, I didn't understand what sea urchins were, and I got all jeeped out. I was a lot younger. Now I don't really care. Now I'd eat a sea urchin alive. Fuck it.
So, I just thought of something that's been going on in, like, the news lately, I guess. Here's a meme that needs to die. That is just terrorism, but, like, a major bad event happening. It went from probably, like, once a year to, like, twice a year to, like, every couple of months to once a month. It's now once a week that something major bad is happening, and it's slowly progressing into multiple times a week. On a couple of days ago, I don't know if this is necessarily bad. It might be a good thing. I don't really know the whole political situation there, but there was a military coup in Turkey, and the military took over the government in Turkey. It's probably bad, but
okay. Do you actually know what happened?
I don't know why it happened.
So this is like a common thing in Turkey. It normally happens every 10 years, but it's been 20 years since then. And this time they failed. And so the governor, or the person who rules Turkey, has now like 6,000 prisoners of war or something.
Oh, he won? He got it back?
Oh. Yeah, they won. So
I just remember reading a bunch of news articles the day of saying Turkey has now been taken over. So I assumed that they lost.
So the coup failed, and now he like immediately, like the first day, immediately arrests like 6,000 people for.
Okay.
So like I don't know.
Well, even if you're an asshole dictator, I don't know about the. I don't think he's that bad.
He's pretty bad apparently.
Yeah, like you still. that's a guess of success for him. But on the other end, but a couple of days before that, some guy, some terrorist, decides to drive his truck into a crowd and kill a ton of people.
Was that before or after?
Before.
That was before?
It was like a couple of days before. And before that, by a couple of days, was a bunch of cops getting shot. And now today, there were even more cops getting shot. Like, so...
You know, people dying just needs to stop. Just stop doing it.
No, it's definitely on an increase. And I don't know.
It's actually on a decrease. We just hear about it a lot. Stop reporting on it. I don't want to...
We hear about it a lot more because...
This stuff sucks. I hate when anyone dies.
It's just like...
It's horrible.
Me and Zach were joking there, but it's serious. Terrorism is a meme that needs to die. Stop being indoctrinated.
Here's the thing is, like, terrorism and, like murder is actually down a lot since, like, the 90s.
But it's more reported on.
We just hear it a lot because it makes money for news networks. And
I think it's an important thing to hear about it, though. I don't think they should hide it from us.
Huh? If it's causing less, sure, you know, why not? But I don't know.
I think it's very important to know about this stuff, though.
Yeah. I don't know what my point is.
You don't think like that all these like terrorism attacks in Europe and everything else like that have anything to do with the like rise of ISIS in recent years? Obviously, that's connected. It's all coming together. World's gonna end. We're all fucked. Let's just relax, have a good time while we're still here, because I have always had a suspicion that before the end of my natural lifetime, the world will come to an end.
Yeah,
I feel like it's possible. I don't think it's a definite thing, but I feel like there's that possibility.
There's always a safety in my mind where I'm like, if we go into World War III, like, some places on the coast are gonna get nuked, but I live in this like tiny little town with no chance of like. No one would even target here because nothing interesting ever happens here. But now I live in Boston, so I'm just fucked.
If I'm in DC, oh my god, that's the first place.
So I try not to think about it while I'm there.
I do think there's a possibility that our world will end in our lifetime. That's always been a possibility to me. However, I think it's a much higher chance that it won't than what it will. Because I do think people are very dumb, but I don't think people are dumb enough to end our world. Do you know what I mean? You can hear it popping. You can hear the pop candy.
Whoa,
can you hear it, viewers? Don't drip Sashi on my phone. But yeah, so
that's the sound of the world ending.
Digi, I know you're looking forward to the what's it called when consciousness becomes, I guess, uploaded to the computer.
I don't want that to happen. Like the AI overtaking or something.
No, there's a word for it. I don't know. But is it transcendence or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
But did you learn about that? I'm not. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to just enjoying my life forever, however long it lasts. I'm just gonna try to do it. I feel like the knowledge that the world has a chance of ending before my natural lifetime ends has given me a little bit of motivation to better enjoy life, because I feel like if I'm not gonna if nothing's gonna lead up to whatever I'm doing, like, what's the point? Like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, enjoy my life. Obviously, to survive, I'm gonna need a job, but you know what I mean?
I've come to terms with
You like your job, though.
I'm no longer scared of death. At some point in my life, I was like, I don't want to die because there's stuff I want to do. At this point, it's like, I don't really care. There's like a couple of shows I want to see through, but, you know, if they get canceled, I think I'd rather just die before then. You know? Like, I don't want to see Ruby get canceled.
Ruby's not going to get canceled.
It's not.
It's made independently. It's not going to get canceled.
Kagura Project is pretty much over. I don't mind dying now. Like, I wouldn't if like more stuff was happening. You know, once this movie comes out, it's like I don't know, make bombs.
I hope for the afterlife, whatever it may be. I do believe in heaven, but what I hope for the afterlife is that we can continue to like watch Earth media, like consume Earth media. Like, I'd love to be able to read like new books or watch new movies or shows that come out from Earth. But
that'd be cool. I don't think there's an afterlife, but I don't really care. Who cares? Like, I'm not gonna be conscious to.
Do you believe in God?
Worry about it. I don't know.
Stop.
Your dad's here.
Watch the Eric Andre show if you haven't. Speaking of late night
Investigate 311.
Speaking of late night Adult Swim entertainment, I watched another Alan Resnick short film, Unedited Footage of Bear. Also very good. I didn't get it at first, but if you watch analysis, it's very good.
Yes, Nightmind is such an amazing
Analyst.
Yes, he's a genius. I love him. His voice is so nice too. That's such a for the subject matter that his channel is about, which is horror. It's such a cozy little video style. Everything, I always feel cozy, but a little scared, but comforting.
Whenever I watch one of his analysis, I have trouble leaving my room to go to the hallway. I always do for a good hour after.
If anyone else was giving that sort of analysis of something horrifying like he does, I'd be scared. But he's just so relaxing. It feels like he's pampering me. He's like, it's gonna be okay. I can't do his voice, but everything is going to be okay.
I do think Alan Resnick is one of the greatest horror filmmakers of all time. I think he is a genius.
Alan Resnick is a genius. Yeah,
he is, and a lot of people might cite the typicals.
Guillermo del Toro.
Does he really do horror though?
I don't know.
George Romero, Wes Craven, those as the best people. But for me, I'd say my two favorite horror filmmakers are Alan Resnick's probably might be my favorite now, and I also really like James Wan. I think James Wan's the best non-independent, full feature-length horror filmmaker. But I do think Alan Resnick might be the best, because he's the best at least for psychological horror.
Alan Resnick is probably the best at putting the amount of horror into the amount of, the ratio of horror to time, right?
I feel like the genius of Alan Resnick is that his films don't end with his films. The effect of his, part of watching his films is the couple hours after, and the analysis videos, and there's pretty much an ARG with all,
there was an ARG, small ARG.
I feel all of his videos are accompanied by an ARG where they go to the website. You have to go to his websites that he makes relating to the thing.
The video is 11 minutes long, right? It's legitimately horrifying. 11 minutes, and then there is 4 hours of footage, relating to it. Auxiliary media. I love. You can't see it, but we're saluting. If you watch This House Has People in It, you know what that is. But again, 4 hours of auxiliary media for an 11-minute thing that aired at 4 a.m. on television is just so genius. I love stuff having a lot of other weird auxiliary media.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. That's why I love Smash Bros. Smash Bros is. I've never talked about this in an analysis. I'm going to make an analysis eventually. But one of the reasons it's so genius is because it has the most esoteric auxiliary media, which is real life. There is auxiliary media. So everything that Jim Jam does in character in real life is canon, including his tournament sets. So if he plays a tournament set against someone and says something and it's not recorded, there's the possibility that 1 or 2 people have ever experienced it, and it is canon. It is part of the Smash Bros. Universe.
I've watched the first episode of Smash Bros. So we might do a Smash cast. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Might not be enough material. But I watched the entirety of the Smash Brothers documentary, just so I could watch the parody. It was pretty bad.
Kind of shit.
It wasn't shit, but it was just, I give it a 5 out of 10, so average.
It's pretty factually inaccurate, right? Or
I wouldn't say it's factually inaccurate, I just say it's outdated.
Well, you don't know what the facts are.
It didn't seem like it was incorrect information.
It's got some incorrect stuff in there.
It seems like it would be outdated because it came out a couple years ago, right?
We're making a new one, I think, called Last Stock Legends or something. It's been pretty good. Oh, and then there's one about Brawl that's going to come out. I'm excited for that because I love the jank.
I like that part in the documentary where they talk about Brawl and they're all excited. It's just
You're gonna love Smash Bros.
when I was a kid and Brawl came out, I loved it. I loved Brawl when it came out. Don't say you were so disappointed because you were so hyped in 4th grade when that game came out, Zach. After it came out, you were playing it for so long, talking about it every day, how happy you were with this game. So don't act like you jumped on the train bandwagon.
No. You're wrong. Flat out. I'm
not wrong.
Fuck you. You have no idea what you're talking about. I know who I am. You do not know who I am.
It's like Alberto says he never read Twilight. He has read every single book. I am
Zach Decephus Lowe. So I was really hyped for this game. I was in 4th grade, so I had no critical thinking skills and no analysis skills. So I played the game and I blindly thought it was amazing because I didn't realize.
That makes sense.
I used to play with my cousin all the time. You know him, Jesse.
I do.
We used to play Smash Bros. Melee all the time. And then Brawl came out. And I played through the whole. Subspace Emissary. I didn't really enjoy it that much. It dragged on for a really long time. But I was so excited for this game. I couldn't have been like, oh, I don't like it. So I was like, yeah. I spent all my time playing it. So I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And we played the multiplayer for a month or two, and then we realized the thing that actually made we actually ended up switching back to playing Melee as kids, how old are we? 12 years old? At 12-year-old kids, we ended up switching back to play Melee because the thing that tipped me off was Samus's run speed is just so slow in Brawl. And I'm like I can't play this anymore. I remember I was thinking about playing Samus, and I'm thinking of Melee where she's fairly quick, not the fastest character. And then we actually go when we play Brawl, and I try to run, and it's you're running through Jello. And it's oh my god, it's so slow. And so I'm alright, we're just playing Melee. And we all agreed we're going to go play Melee. And we moved upstairs and we started.
I think the whole point is that Melee is a timeless game. Well, Brawl
Melee
isn't, and here's why. Melee is probably, it's probably my number 2, it's in my top 5 favorite games of all time. But I'd say if someone's going to do the objective best game ever made, I'd say it's Super Smash Bros. Melee. Mm-hmm. And here's why. It has problems. Every game has problems. But, this game came out in 2001, 15 years ago. And everyone still plays it on a regular basis.
Right now, just now, we just had the largest Melee tournament of all time. Today. It wrapped up. I don't know who. I haven't looked at the results yet because I want to watch the VOD.
So it's a timeless game. It's a masterpiece. It literally, I still play it on a regular basis 15 years after it came out. And Brawl, I played through the end of elementary school and all of middle school. I'd say 8th grade was when I really started to switch back to Melee. So, because because my best friend, no, I'm not trying to offend you or anything, but we didn't really hang out when I was in middle school.
Not much.
Yeah. So, my best friend at the time was Alberto, who you guys all know. And he never played Melee growing up. He started with Brawl. So, Brawl was his thing, and we always played Brawl. And we enjoyed it, but there's something to be said why whenever I want to play a multiplayer game, I always think of Melee and never think of Brawl. And it's not even that, I don't know all the technical stuff, I'm not a big I don't know any technical stuff. It's just that, I'll teach you some technical stuff. It's just the inherent, desire behind it is just enough for me to convince me that Melee is so much better of a game.
There is so much technical stuff you can do in Melee, and you don't need to do any of it.
I don't think I've played Brawl, not Project M, not Project M Brawl in years.
I like Project M better than Melee just because
Project M is great.
It's like Melee, but you can play any character and have fun. Melee, there's some characters where it's this character's so bad, I can't enjoy myself playing them. PM's just like Melee, except you can play any character and have fun. So
yeah,
but to me they're the same game, just with a different roster of characters and stages.
I could see that.
And PM's not really a game; it's a mod.
It's a mod.
Although it is a great game. even though it's
And
a mod.
with Super Smash Bros. 4, I do really like Super Smash. I do really like Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
I talk a lot of shit about 4, but
It's good.
I do like.
That's another one.
I don't like watching this.
It's not as timeless and like legendary as Melee, but it's still definitely something I play a lot. Like the 3DS version, it's not a full Smash game to me. It's almost like but it's definitely fun to play. Like have it with you for cons and everything. I think this con we didn't play it, but
I don't like play.
Smash 3DS is pretty fun. I don't own a Wii U, so I don't play Wii U, but I play at friends' houses and stuff, and it's fun. I do think Melee is a lot better of a game. I do think Melee stands the time, but I don't. Smash 4 is pretty damn good.
I agree. I mean, I really enjoy Smash 4. It's not as great as Melee, but it's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all there is to say about it.
It also introduced Lucina, who has, in my opinion, the best design of any Smash character ever. I've never played Fire Emblem, so this is my first introduction to her. But like,
Female Mark.
just the most aesthetically pleasing character ever.
Josh is turned on.
I'm turned on.
Is it because she looks like Blake?
She kind of does look like Blake. I didn't really think of that. Like a blue-haired Blake.
You know, like, I don't know. Smash 4 is like weirdly unsatisfying to play, and Melee's like the
It's pretty
opposite.
satisfying to me. I enjoy it.
I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I don't like Brawl as like a casual game, but when you look into like the jank competitiveness, where it turns out the entire game is pretty much the whole game is just a rock paper scissors, and it's just so jank and dumb that it ends up looping back and being hilarious to watch, even though it's so slow and like
I also
visually
think
boring.
Final Smashes are a pretty cool feature. I mean, I know it's not used competitively, but I kind of like Final Smashes. I think they're pretty cool. But
I don't really ever play Smash with items on, so
I
don't
have
know.
very fond memories from Brawl of the Subspace Emissary, which is the single player mode. Because as a kid, I played the single player mode in Melee, the adventure mode, over and over and over again. And that's like you can beat like the single player mode in Melee in like 30 minutes. But Subspace Emissary was a complete game, like late game. And I haven't played it since elementary school or middle school probably. So I can't go back and give my review of it now, but I have very fond memories and I remember really enjoying it. It's just a standalone kind of fun thing. But I don't think like it's not Smash. It's just like a
it's really not Smash. You fight enemies with HP, and you know it's weird.
It's like a 2D beat 'em up platform.
Yeah, and it's got the Brawl physics and stuff. Honestly, if you want to go back and play Subspace Emissary in like a way you've never played it before, I'd recommend playing PM Subspace Emissary. It's actually quite fun, even though Subspace Emissary.
I didn't know PM had Subspace Emissary.
It's pretty boring. It's just the same thing, but with PM physics.
That's probably better.
Yeah, so you can like waveland and stuff, and it's actually pretty like decently fun.
Okay. I might try it.
Okay. I'm done with my shake. How about you?
Almost done. I can bring it home. So you have any other points you want to talk about before we wrap up this podcast?
Not really.
Me either. I think we're done here.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Sorry, this was a little bit of a short one, but
it wasn't that short. It was like 40 minutes.
All right, that makes up
it's-
for the shitty one last week. Good night.